Alrighty, Unit 5, Quadratic Equations, Part 1. Quadratic equations, I know it sounds kind of intimidating, but really quad just means square, and it's really just coming from the fact that one of your variables is going to be squared, or to the second degree. So in your equation, you'll have something like x to the second power, or x squared. So inside of Unit 5, you're here at the unit preview. We have lesson 14. Again, those teacher notes, man, I love those. All your resources, tutorial videos, all that good stuff is right there. Then you have two workbooks here, just 1.1 and 1.2. So solving a factored quadratic, and then solving by factoring in context. So kind of more of like your application of the content here. And then you have a checkpoint, some ISAT practice, and then we get into lesson 15. Lesson 15 is graphing. Okay. When you graph a quadratic equation, it's going to look like a curve. So a parabola is a nice U shape. So making sure that you are looking at some of those characteristics, looking for symmetry, and then there's different forms of graphing that equation. There's factored form, vertex form. This one's just looking at factored. So those are our main key points here. So 3 workbooks, a checkpoint, and then 16 is completing the square. Okay, still working with quadratic equations. It's just making it into a form that can be factored so that it looks kind of pretty. This is where students get pretty confused. So don't hesitate to ask me questions. Okay, I'm looking for you guys to stop and contact me somewhere in here. Completing the square can be very challenging. There are lots of videos in those teacher notes, but again, I am here to help you, so don't miss out on that opportunity. And then equations by taking square roots, 3 workbooks, checkpoint, and then vertex form. Okay, like I said before, there's factored form, vertex form. This is where we're getting into that vertex form. You have 3 workbooks and then some ISAT practice. So you don't actually have a checkpoint on this one. But yeah, that's going to be our Unit 5. Please make sure that you are getting me or getting it in contact with me for completing the square if you're confused, because it can be pretty tricky. Okay. Elephant joke of the day. What do you get when you mix an elephant and a fish? Swimming trunks.